Okay, now with some of the aluminium rims, they have the late model ones are posing us a little bit of a problem. There's nowhere you can drop your anchor into, or the rim is that flat that even if you were able to drop it into, you wouldn't be able to get enough thread or be able to wind the tool down as we did with the steel rim to break the bead. So hence that, we've come up with a new hub adapter. This will fit up into the rim. It fits every 5, 6 and 8 stud pattern. And depending on what vehicle you'll have, there's 4 different size studs out there. The dealers will be able to help you out with these, but if you take your wheel nut in, check on which one it fits onto. We know the wheel nut fits the rim correctly. We'll just supply you some studs to fix this to the rim. So we'll show you how to do that. We also come with the hub adapter a new rod with a hook on it that will make it a lot easier to be able to attach onto the rim when we go to break the bead with the tool as well. So we'll set all this up and show you just how to do that. Our 5 stud, the 6 stud will still be using this one and these 2. The other 3 that are there are for the 8 stud. So we just get a bolt and start off in the first slot. Stand the tyre up. Just slip a bolt in. Doesn't matter which one we go into there to start off with. Just get a nut onto it. And just finger tight's fine for now. We don't want anything tight properly yet. Right, grab another bolt. Just line up the holes. Put your next one on. If you're working on the 5 stud, you'll need to just lift it around a little bit. The 6 stud you'll find exactly lines up quite easily. One more bolt. 3 bolts is all we need. It'll hold it down fine. Once we've got them all sitting so it's sitting in its correct location, you can just nip them all up nice and tight now. Just quite simple to just whack your wheel brace on and give those nuts a little bit of a tighten up. So just nip them up tight. Just hold on to the bolt with your fingers and that's fine. Should be okay. That'll be quite okay. Okay, so now we've put the centre of the rim pretty much back into the centre of the rim. That's going to give us a good anchor point to drop down through onto there when we're breaking the front bead. The back bead you'll see will have plenty of purchase points to pull from. So just turning back over and we'll work through exactly the same as we did on the steel rim, just now anchoring onto this section. Put the hook rod in, just use the same nut and washers, no problem. Screw that on, make sure this has been greased up as well. The other problem with the aluminium rims, it's quite easy to do some damage to them. This is not really much damage as we've got a flat surface there, but just to keep things looking nice and neat and tidy if you're worried about it, just sit one of the protectors up on there. Get your hook, drop it down in there. If you give it a little bit of a jiggle, you won't have too much problem just getting that to drop into place. And just give yourself a little bit of slack. Give the tool a little bit of a turn there, a little bit of a twist. Give it a couple of turns to pull itself down in there between the tyre and rim. Just wind that down. Push the tyre down. This one still had a little bit of air in there, just got him off there now. Just give it a bit of a push, and that'll come off quite simple for you. Okay, I'll just show you how that was anchoring in there, just so you can see what I was doing from the other side. So that was just pulled itself in through there. So you can see now how that was anchored into position. Little hooks just dropped into the little slot there. That'll allow you to anchor in there quite firmly. Not going to go anywhere at all. Okay, once again, plenty of lubrication in between the tyre and rim before you start to lever it off. Okay, with our aluminium rims, the edge around here, very, very soft. Some of them don't even have a proper edge as this one does. It just finishes off. Very easy to damage this edge. For a cosmetic reason, we'd like to keep them looking nice. More importantly, when we're putting the tyre back on, we do not want a rough edge along here that the tyre has to pass over, which may damage our seal and cause us problems later on when it comes to pumping the tyre up. Okay, for that reason we have rim protectors. That's part of the R&R Beadbreaker range as well. Just while I'm at it, just to save you the phone call, it says on here 14 to 16. Unfortunately, the 6 upside down. It's supposed to be a 9. So this will cover you from 14 inch through to 19 inch on your aluminium rims. It's quite important so we don't damage this edge along here. So we'll just get them out. Come as a pair, one for each lever. You notice we've got a couple of strings on there. That can be very helpful as well. Sometimes they want to pop off, so you can actually tie them back to the rim as well. So we'll just clip it onto the rim edge itself. And that one's sitting on there nicely. If it's trying to pop off there, some of them quite thick, and it doesn't want to stay in position. The string's there so that we could tie that back through one of the stud holes, or we could even tie it to the adapter down the bottom there, just so that it keeps a bit of tension on, so it's not going to fall off on you when you start off. We do need to be able to get it out of place though, so don't tie it on too well. Put your second one into position as well while we're at it. Okay. Now, using the spade end as we did before, start off on the very edge of your first protector. So when we pull that tyre over, the tyre will actually end up off of the protector. Get onto your second one. Pull that up and over. Then you'll be able to get that first one out of there, become your third one. Keep moving them around as we go, so we're not dragging that lever over the edge of that rim and doing any damage at all. Couple of positions that comes off quite easy. So as we did with the steel rim, just keep going around until you've got it off, then we'll turn it over and work on the back again. Okay, so just get the anchor back into position again, quite easy to access this side. Give yourself a little bit of slack there, just so you can give the tool a little bit of a twist to get itself down below the edge of the rim there. A couple of turns again just to pull itself down below that edge. Making this look a little bit awkward just so that you guys can see. There we go, now she's down below the edge, and just continue on to do the same as what we would normally do. Just wind that down till it contacts the rim. Push the bead down past that safety again. And as I said, with the deep side of the rim, you can see now this one, she hasn't been off for quite some time. It's going to take you a few positions. Just keep moving around. Get it down to actually contact the rim there. That's it. And if we have a bit of a look in here, you can see now we are down past the safety. That's that bit of a lump there. I'd say by getting some lubrication in there now, you might not feel like you've achieved a lot. I can assure you, we lubricate that edge along there, get it in behind the tool as best as you can as well, make that all nice and slippery. And you can see now what I was talking about with the steel rim. The tyres come off about that much. So we'd move it to about here. So we're just trying to lubricate right around the rim. When we get back to where we started from, it will come off as easy as what the steel rim did. And you've got plenty of location points all the way around.